I'm gonna want to play you anyway. Last time we played, man, it was so bad.
Give me every piece you got right now.
Yeah.
Y'all want all the pictures. I'm gonna take this to everything. I can't believe it's still playing. Okay, but I'm coming out there. Now it's time for me to go. Oh, you gonna check? Just take your vision. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be Don't worry when it gets rolling, I'll take it. But I'm not gonna take it yet. I wanted to get it rolling, I said. You shut up. You shut up. I want you to go rolling. I'm just gonna play cat now. You beat him out, I'll beat him out. So you want to take me around, I'll get over it. When you take me around, I'll be an adult about it. I'll be an adult about it. I'll be an adult about it. You take me around. I said I'm gonna be an adult about this. Just take me. I said I'm gonna be an adult about it. I said I'm gonna be an adult about it. Just take me. You said it's a draw. No one knows the truth, but let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. I'll get it excited for you right now. Queen, drinking. Everybody. No. It's the game. Why you keep chasing me, dude? Why you keep chasing me? You trying to be a boss or something? What? Just take it. Just scare me.
You don't want to win it.
Why are you so scary, Kenny? I don't see. I don't see it. I don't see it. He doesn't see what you see. Leave the boy alone. If he don't see it, he don't see it. Yeah, we're gonna force see some ass right now. You said we're gonna force see the ass? Absolutely. Let me hold that. I did it again, so you can see it, and you still didn't do it. Yeah, I did it again, so you said it.
Yeah,
Of course.
We got a 50 days on
Oh, that you must be crazy and excited to watch the head. I don't have
No, you
to.
would take them, bro. You take, she's ahead.
And then I just walk over there and eat the pie.
Yeah. She's going to make it over there.
And I'm the one that If
better go
you
wait
think
for
the
her.
people about the quadrants, if you
It's
want
almost
to
done.
square
You
outside,
just-
you need to run
Huh?
the bond
He wasted the chest up.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
just 101.
But it looks pretty, well, you up 1 pound?
The same person who taught me how to do a book there.
Okay, you're going to simplify the game.
The same person who taught me how to do a book.
Simplify the game.
Where's Duckworth? I ain't seen him in a while.
I ain't seen Duckworth either. I haven't seen him. He was never was like a regular, really up here. Not up here. You know, he used to play at the. First time I met him, he was at the beach. He was at the beach. Uh-oh, he making a Mason Dixon line. We call that ye old Mason Dixon.
I feel like I'm feeling powerless.
Uh-oh. He done got too confident.
I'm feeling the power.
He got too confident.
I just think that Ed is afraid to even try.
He got too confident. The rail say, uh-oh. The tide has changed. Uh-oh. He came in too confident. He got too confident. The rail say, there we go.
What the? What happened to that buzz, man?
Yeah, he blundered. He gave his rook up.
Nice.
What did you do? Put your rook next to his
I
rook?
threw a banana peel down.
Yeah, you threw it, yeah.
This is Mario Kart, man.
Yeah. He went for the banana in the tailpipe?
I put a banana peel down.
I like that.
Hey guys, Brian here, and I hope you enjoyed the game and enjoyed that banana peel tactic. It's the first time I've ever seen it done. It's a pretty cool tactic to keep in your back pocket in street chess, and I'll talk more about that. But let's go over the missed opportunities in the game so we can all learn from it. So in this position, black moves 8, and the computer jumps to a 3.3 plus in favor of white. So if you want to pause the video and find the tactic, you can do so now. But I gotta warn you, this is not going to be a clear tactic in the sense that, it's not going to be a forced combination or anything that you're familiar with. That this is what I would call a positional tactic, where the computer kind of you don't it's not a tactic to grab a piece or anything, but it's a tactic to really improve your position. So if you guys want to find the first move, I think it's pretty obvious. If you saw 1, congratulations. Kind of X-raying the queen, and that queen's going to get out of dodge here. Bishop's going to pull back so that the rook can own this file. Black wants to save bishop from the knight. Knight moves back, preparing the fork here on e6. So black must kind of defend that square. Bishops will exchange, queens will go off the board. And notice, if you're wondering why this rook, why not this rook, it's because if you don't move this rook, then white has a fork here with the rook and the bishop. So rook takes, and I'm just going to play a couple more computer moves and stop here, but this is the sequence after about 7 moves. And notice here that white's rooks completely own the two central files. His pieces are controlling so many squares around this king. Black is purely defensive. I mean, these rooks aren't doing anything. This knight is all the way out of the action. This knight's out of the action too, and this bishop isn't really doing anything, and black is extremely passive here. And white is just in great position and just kind of near the enemy king. So that's why the computer gives us a 2.6, and also kind of white is up a pawn too. So that's a positional tactic. Let's go to the second part. In a position, let's see. Okay, white offered the trade of queens here, but let's go back a move. And well, it's understandable why he offered the trade, right? Because he saw he had 3 pawns here versus the 2, so he thought he'd just march down. But if you guys want to pause the video and find a better move for white, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I don't think there's a pause needed. It's simply queen takes, right? Before trading queens, try to gain as much advantage as possible. You know, 3 against 1 is easier than 3 against 2, and plus white will be defending this pawn that black was looking to take after this move here. And now white can just start pushing his pawns and he'll be fine. So, you know, before trading queens, just make sure you make it as easy as possible for you. I guess that's the tactic there. And last but not least, let's go to the banana peel. This was hilarious because, okay, so I think I found out the steps for the banana peel. Step 1, make sure that your opponent is overconfident, and by waiting for him to say something, I think the other guy said, I feel his powerlessness right before the banana peel. So that's step 1. Step 2 is purposely hang your piece in hopes that his overconfidence will blind him. And then step 3, if it does, then just capture the piece. And I can relate to Henry in this position. Remember with me and Grumpy Grandpa, I was kind of overconfident in the end game, and his trash talk was getting under my skin, and I wanted to kind of, you know, it's like that combination can kind of cloud your mind. So I totally understand white's position and how he missed this. But I think this is one of the cool things about, you know, coffee chess, like non-professional chess players. Like, all this stuff is a factor, you know. So keep that banana peel tactic in the back of your mind. I mean, you never know if it's going to work. You're going to lose anyway, so you might as well try it, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. First time I've ever seen anything like something like that. So if you want to help keep coffee chess going, there's a Patreon link in the video description below. Check it out. You get a lot of cool stuff, and it really helps cover like all the expenses associated with keeping coffee chess going, like driving to all the locations, filming, and editing. My God, editing takes so long, especially with this after game analysis. So really would appreciate if you guys would check it out. And that's it. All right, thanks guys.